Now hey guys, welcome back to the channel and another Switch 001 video. Now today we are back in the newly released Microsoft Flight Simulator as always, pretty much I guess. I mean just look how nicely the city of Tegucigalpa in Honduras, which is in Latin America, looks like. And this is actually the city that we're visiting for today's video. Alright, everything is looking good here. We have a very large city indeed. But there's one thing about this city that always stands out, and it's the very interestingly placed airport. As you can see right here, we do actually have an airport that's placed in the middle of the city. Let's talk about this one today. Yeah, this is the airport of Tegucigalpa, which is rated as one of the most challenging and dangerous airports in the world. Is that really true? Let's find out today, but first of all, let's get this plane landed down here on the runway. This is a small Cessna propeller plane. No worries about this landing, I guess. Alright, we are coming in quite nicely. Yeah, the city doesn't look that nice. I mean, we're in the middle of somewhere like Latin America or something in Honduras. And considering that fact, the level of realism we have here is still very much amazing. Let's get the Cessna 172 landed down on the runway. Oh, there's something wrong with the sensitivity of this joystick. Alright, nice and easy. Okay, that was a pretty nice landing, wasn't it? Now, obviously, a small Cessna 172 doesn't at all struggle with this quite long runway. It isn't super long, at a runway length of 2,100 meters. You know, that length is definitely not a lot, especially considering that there are very large planes here, definitely. I mean, there's even Delta Airlines flying here from Atlanta, and I'm pretty sure they actually use 757s or even 767s by Boeing here. That is gonna be very close on a 7,000 feet long runway at, by the way, an elevation of 1,000 meters, which is around 3,000 feet. That really isn't nothing. But let's go ahead and get somewhat of a bigger plane, maybe a jet landed here as well. I mean, this airport is quite famous. It actually is implemented into the activities menu here with the landing challenges in the flight simulator. If you look at Epic, I think we do actually have a landing challenge here in the A320 that is actually going to rate my landing, you know? Yeah, we actually get a score here for my landing. Let's see how well I can do here. I don't know. As you can see here in the loading screen, we have to fly in like this. We cannot just fly straight into runway 02, but because of the terrain, we have to take this turn here in order to, you know, avoid that terrain, which really doesn't make the landing much easier. This is actually rated as the second dangerous airport, according to the History Channel. I don't know if that's a good source, but I mean, they have a television show that says that, so they might have a point. Alright, welcome aboard the A320. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I just hope that we can kind of do this. Yep, we are overspeeding a little bit. When do we have to actually turn left? That is the good question here. I do not have the airport in sight. That really isn't good. Alright, maybe let's turn to the left or something. I think we've got the airport to our right. We can see it just now. Now we have to go for this left turn. I hope that this is the proper way that you fly in. Maybe we're a little too close to the terrain. This is really not a comfortable flight. By the way, I should probably download some liveries for the planes here sometime soon. But that's another problem. Where's the runway though? Okay, I think I've got it. Alright, this will now be a very extreme landing. This will be interesting enough. Alright, we've got the airport of Tegu. I'm giving up on pronouncing the name. Let's go ahead. Get this left turn going. Oh, we're stalling out. Alright, never mind. We've got it all under control. According to the Populites, we're a little too high, but I'm not really comfortable with flying above these trees here. Alright. Oh, that was a stroke of wind hitting in towards the end. Did you just see that? That was weird. I didn't do anything with the rudder or something. The plane just died there. And this was really not a good landing. I should probably be ashamed of myself, even though we did not crash. So that's a good thing. I don't even want to know the score. Actually, this is not half bad, is it? I mean, the landing precision and the ground roll was pretty good. The landing smoothness of 1,000 FPM isn't that great either. But I don't think it makes a lot of sense to rate a landing with a score. Does that make sense? Because a safe landing is a safe landing, and that's all that matters. You might also want to make it smooth, but that's another story. Alright, let's maybe try another plane and maybe some other conditions. Okay, longitude. Let's try a private jet here, so that we can explore this airport a little bit more freely. Alright, longitude, let's go ahead. Now, yes, this airport, it does seem very, very much dangerous, doesn't it? And that really does show, especially here in the safety record of this airport. For example, there have been several crashes, most notably the one that happened in 2008. That was not a very smooth landing, but it was a successful one. Talking about that incident that happened in 2008, it was not really successful, was it? It was an A320 that overran the runway. Let's just simulate that real quick. There we go. Let's come in for a turbulent landing on runway 02. We're clocking around 230 knots, which is actually quite a nice speed, because again, we have to overrun to simulate this landing properly. There we go. Let's maybe hit some trees as well while we're at it. Now, as I've already said, yes, the A320 that was landing here did a very, very bad overrun, just like we're about to do. There we go. It landed on runway 02, and it didn't stop, I guess. It didn't stop at all. Alright, never mind. That is not a very accurate simulation, I guess. Actually, it was a very, very bad flight. There were several fatalities, because it did plunge down this 20-meter embankment down to the road here, which is really something that you shouldn't do, especially in an A320. And yeah, you know, bad landings can always happen. I assume that something like this was the case. Maybe there was rain and hydroplaning, which I've also made a video about, was going on as well at the airport. You know, where the plane's tires just start kind of water skiing actually at this point, which is a common cause for an overrun. Let's maybe try another emergency here or something. I don't know. Now, yes, the biggest plane to have ever flown here, I guess, is something like a 757. But, you know, let's actually go bigger than the 767. How about something like a 787 or something? Or maybe even a 747? Alright, 787 it is. I mean, its stopping performance really isn't bad, so maybe a landing could work out as well. But I'm gonna have to make sure to get this plane landed as soon as possible in order to make this. Alright, 787 at Tegucigalpa Airport. I think this could be a nice landing, right? Let's actually approach from the other side now and see how well that works, I guess. At least here we get a very, very nice view of the city indeed. Alright, this plane is fully ready for landing now. Let's get this done. Alright, did you just see that beautiful landing? Let's now get this plane stopped. And it does look like this is going to wow, did this plane just stop within several seconds? Yeah, I'm doubting that the physics engine of this plane is very realistic, but this worked out. That was a really nice flight, wasn't it? No, that was a beautiful landing as well, so perfect. Alright, let's maybe try a different plane. 747. Again, I'm not really thinking that this will be a very large problem, because again, the planes here in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 don't need a long runway at all, actually. We're coming in hot and, oh no. We're coming in hot and ready for this landing here. Let's go and do this. Alright, this is looking like this is going to be a very nice landing again. Oh, a little bit of a harder landing, but this will be fine enough. Let's not get this plane stopped. There we go. Full power on the reverse thrust, and yeah, we stopped in no time. This is kind of disappointing. I don't know. I mean, this runway isn't super short, or there are definitely shorter runways, but still, I don't think a 747 would easily operate here like this, but apparently it does. But you shouldn't fly a 747 here anyway. I mean, just look at what happened in 2008. Now, obviously, the question arises whether it's a good idea to keep this airport running here in the middle of the city, surrounded by buildings and flown into by huge airliners. So yeah, I'm definitely not quite sure about that answer. I think they should definitely build a new airport sometime soon here, I guess. That would definitely make sense, and it would be safer for everyone here living in the area. But you know, the city of Tegucigalpa or something, it does seem like a very interesting one. It actually isn't a very safe city as a city itself, and its airport isn't very safe either, I guess. But this is very interesting. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow. As always, good night.